Guys, I wanted to come on here and do a story in the Strong's Concordance. I want to follow along with this tragic story with a biblical reference to it about the three young ladies who died in a car accident. One was, last I checked, still surviving. She was in critical condition. I hope that has changed for the better. But it starts out they've left a party and they're in 7-Eleven. So we start out with this young lady. She is the sole survivor. Um, she's in 7-Eleven bathroom and she's saying she's not going to wash her hands. And I just thought that was spiritual, knowing what happened in the end of this story. And you know, when old people say, I wash my hands of that, that means you're done with it. You are done. And so that spoke to me spiritually, that she's saying she's not going to wash her hands. And what we have to do is we are going to wash our hands of the foolishness and the bullcrap. We going to find out what life is really about outside of social media. We have to wash our hands of this trap that they got us stuck in, this trap of foolishness.
What the fuck? Man. Had to check the food out. Damn, this 7-Eleven come with a buffet? What the fuck? They got breakfast at this up?
She didn't wash her hands, but she is going to check her booty out. See what I'm saying with our priorities? And this is not the judge. I'm telling you, listen to things with your spiritual ears. And again, they're at 7-Eleven. And 7-Eleven in the Strong's Concordance, it means Aristobulus, which means best counsel, best counselors, best counseling. And it leads us to Romans chapter 16, verse 10. And it says, salute to Apelles, spelled like the pellicoat. They get a lot of words out of this Bible. But salute to Apelles, approved in Christ. Salute them which are of Aristobulus' household, which means salute them who have good counsel, good counselors. You cannot just have your kids out here being raised by social media and TV and hearing and listening to every single thing, because their mind, those circuits are becoming engraved in their mind, and when they grow older, it's only gonna be more explorative towards the wrong way. So counsel your kids. Don't send them out here without counsel. We are there to guide, not to be our kids' friends and stuff. So that's already saying one thing right there. They're in 7-Eleven. If only you had good counsel, this may have been avoided.
Your name Jose?
And she asked him, is his name Jose? Shout out to Vibe and Vlog. I've not come across her before. This is my first time, but I am using clips from her channel. Go check it out. Again, back to the young lady. She asks his name Jose. Jose means God will increase. Okay? And she is the sole survivor. And God may want to increase her after she actually does wash her hands. It was in the physical, but spiritually, she will wash. I'm sure after this. And Aristobulus also means to do good, but not necessarily by a gentle method. I need you guys to look this stuff up yourself. Don't take my word for it. Okay? This was not a gentle lesson they learned this night. For the others, it was their last lesson.
I mean, Poquito de Nero. You broke right now? Ew. So, what, you ain't broke? How much they pay you this month?
Alright, you guys, this young lady at 11 at this time, and I believe they had.
What the fuck you got a buffet? For what? 14? That's cheap. Tell them, okay.
So he tells her that he makes $14 an hour, and she says that's cheap. So I looked up 14. And the number 14 came up as, what is this? Agatha Ergio. Agatha ergio. That's the Hebrew word, and it means good, goodly, goodliness, a work, to do good work. And that's when I say this book is alive. She at this man's job criticizing how much he makes, and his number that he makes is $14 an hour, and this says to do good work. This book is alive. And then it leads us to, it refers you to 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 18, and it says, they do good, they that be rich in good works, ready to distribute, willing to communicate. Okay, so he's at work doing good, distributing her goods and communicating with her as they're there. This book is alive. Okay, so the same girl, this is the same girl that said she was not washing her hands. Let's go.
Who is she? She got her dumb ass out there. Tell me, come here. We might lose some. There we go.
Now this girl right here with the orange.
So I skipped a little past.
The block party was lit. That bitch had so much trash out there.
So they're talking to just some other people in the store before they get into their car and get on the road. And she talks about a block party. And this is the same girl. And she said the block party was lit. It had so much trash out there. That's spiritual to me as well, because what do we call low vibrational people? Trash. The block party was full of trash. But to her, that was like, hey, that's why we got to get out of this mindset. Okay, so here we go. They're going to finish talking to them and they're going to get in the car.
So much trash out there. So many cars. I didn't even get to see it.
And that may have been a good thing, you know. Sometimes when we don't get to go somewhere or get to do something, it's just God sparing us. He was sparing you from the trash.
She need to bring her ass back. Turn me the back on. Where that?
So I'm going to just fast forward to her friends get in. Oh, she's whispering in her ear. She seems happy about it. She get real sexual. She want to F. Whatever her friend just whispered to her, it seems like it's something about some, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but it seemed lusty. So her friend licks out her tongue at 4 minutes and 40 seconds. We're going to look that up. And for 440, it say anthrax. When I say they keep naming stuff out of the Bible, they tease you every day but tell you that book fake. But every single thing you can think of is related to it. So how could it be fake? So that's when she licked her tongue out at 440. That's that anthrax. And it says to heap a burning coal. Okay? It's Romans 12:20. Thou shalt heap burning coals. Coals of burning fire onto one's head. And that means in this reference, they're talking about be kind to your enemies. Okay? It's going to piss them off even more. And I didn't get that, why that would come up. But it is also to heap burning coals on your head. That also has a reference to wrath, but it was not used here. So I'll come back to that later, because it's like being kind to your enemies was the reference. She is pissing God off. Whatever that lusty thing they heard on the phone, it's got her back in, and she ready to have her tongue out. I just did a video about that tongue out and where that came from. That was never us. It was always a horrible thing. If you stick your tongue out, when I was little, they put a clothespin on it. Not too tight to make you bleed or anything, but it was very uncomfortable, and you gotta have that on your tongue so you can keep it in your mouth. So now she sees, hold on. Oh, I paused it right at a good time. She seen someone write something in the phone. Now she's already in this mood right here. And whoever the person, Trick or Tread, when they wrote that, she picked up the phone and said, "What up?" and licked her tongue out. You know what time that is. So when she licked her tongue out the second time, it was at 4 minutes and 53 seconds. So I looked that up. And that word is anaitos. And it means fool, foolish, foolishly, and foolishness. Meaning, I didn't understand to show kindness to your enemies. That's like God saying, I let you slide when you doing this tongue licking out lusty stuff at 4:04. At 4:53, at 4:40 when she did it the first time, and you did it again, he tied. That was it. That's it. So it's a fool who has no understanding, a senseless person. It sometimes carries a moral reproach. A reproach is a bad thing. That means you got something coming. It wants you to be sober-minded and in self-control. This is one who does not govern his lust. His means her in any time in the Bible. Evil desires, evil lust, unwise. If you don't believe me, there it is, right there. Does not govern his own lust, has evil lust and evil desires. This person is unwise. And so it leads us to Luke. O ye fools of O ye fools and slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Not that I'm a prophet, but I'm speaking something to y'all in truth. Don't be a fool and don't believe it. It's no way these numbers are adding up like that. Okay? So, and don't be slow. We say that all the time. Okay? So it also led us to Romans chapter 1 verse 14. Galatians chapter 3 verse 1, chapter 3 verse 3. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 9. Titus chapter 3 verse 3. I want y'all to look that up yourself because I'm kind of sleepy. So bam. And we're going to continue on. So again, she licked her tongue out at 4:40. It said to show kindness to your enemies. This God talking now, I'm telling y'all. She licked it out again at 4:53 and it said, "O ye fool, foolishness, unwise, ungoverning your evil lust." It's like you pissed them off in them minutes. That was your last lick out. She feeling herself. Okay, now she done licked it out again. And that was at 5:08. Let's look that up. That word is anogen. Okay? And it means upper room. Do you remember old people? I don't know what y'all did with the old people in y'all family, but we respected ours and listened to them. When you pass away, they say you went to the upper room. After she done licked her tongue out for the third time, 1 strike, be kind to your enemies. 2 strikes, you fool and unwise, evil desires. 3 strikes, you going to the upper room. What are the odds of that? Okay? And so I wasn't sure because her tongue was out at 5:08 and 5:09. So I looked up 5:09 as well. And it says anathen. And that is from above, from the top, things which come from God in heaven. Also see to change the form of. When you pass away, your form is changed. You get a different body for the place that you're going. What are the odds? Okay, now she in the car. Oh, she really, that thing that got into her. She ready.
Guys, I had to end up muting the rest of that.
And so unfortunately, she is one of the young ladies who passed away. She did not survive. And unfortunately, with this young lady, whenever that number 509, that also says see again. Meaning the definition, and it also says to look into again. It means again. You licked your tongue out again and again and again. There you go. Also, see again, just in case y'all thought I was lying. I'm telling you right now that God is pissed. So many people, these accidents and these mutilations and just gruesome things that have been happening to us this last week or two. This is a message directly from God. He's tired. He's tired of all this. Your tongue wagging everywhere you go like an animal. And I'll say that because there's also a Bible verse about how the beast will making you liken yourselves unto beasts. It means how you acting like an animal. What was that filter? Didn't they have y'all turning into animals and all the animals had their tongue out? Hello? He mean it spiritually and physically. So these young ladies are on Highway 19, and that number is Agathosune. Agathosune means good, goodly, desire good, to desire good, to do good. Also, by a sterner quality, or by which doing good for another is not necessarily gonna be done under gentle means. So, after he warned y'all that last time, now it won't be under gentle means. Tongue out again with the 6. Tongue out again. We gotta stop this. He don't like it. So as we threw up the 6, as she threw up the 6 with her tongue out, or I don't know if that was a B, but we're doing numbers here, so we're going with the 6. And then when she holding the Don Julio bottle of spirits, she put up the number 1. She's gonna put up the number 1. Number 1. Them spirits in there. They used to call alcohol spirits, and alcohol itself is named after a demon, Al Ghul, the flesh-eating demon. And we see right here they're approaching 91, 92. I looked up the number 91. And even just with that, they're on Highway 19, which meant to do good, right? Do good. Or else not by gentle means. And just the opposite of that is the road number 91. Just the opposite of doing good. And it means adakaio, hurt, injure, unjust, unrighteously, wrongdoer, wrong, iniquity. And it leads us to Revelation chapter 22, verse 11. I want y'all to read that for yourself. But how is it that her speed says hurt, injury, unrighteousness? Okay? This is a shot from the passenger seat. They're doing 116 miles an hour when the crash occurred. 116. That means Athens. It's the capital of Greece, a city in Greece. Also, Lesbos Island is there. That's why we have the word lesbian. And everybody knows that God, H word, when we were in Greece, he said, come out of her, my people, lest ye be destroyed with them. Okay? Because it was a perverse place. Okay? And so now we have these sororities and fraternities. Everything is going down with them. And we have people living certain lifestyles and things are going down with them. God is angry. And I asked him, God, am I supposed to be doing this video? My confirmation time, it was 4:11. And it says, enekdiagatos. Okay? And that means unspeakable, inexpressible gift from God. And it will refer you to Revelation chapter 9, verse 15, to thank Yah for this unspeakable gift. Hallelujah. Let's get out the trap. God not playing. He finna start knocking his people down, starting with us, knocking us off, baby, and it's gonna be gruesome. We don't want that smoke. We want to be recovered in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. Anybody listening, we got to do better. This is it. He not playing with us. He is not playing.